What's going on, guys? It's Wafers, and welcome back to the Newport County Road to Glory Career Mode. It's episode 8, and today we will be going through the next 5 games on the schedule, almost coming to the end of December. We have 4 league games and 1 cup game to get through. Now, in the first game of the episode, we are going to be facing AFC Wimbledon in the Papa John's Trophy. This is the second round of the Papa John's Trophy, and this is one that I'm not really too concerned about progressing in. We do play a rotated side in this one. I decided to play the full backup side in order to, really save stamina on our main players, and we're able to get out to a lead about 7 minutes before the break. Donnelly volleys in a nice cross from Baker, who went down the right, and then was able to get the nice ball in, so we go up 1-0. Now going into the second half here, we're in the 60th minute, and AFC Wimbledon would come forward, a nice little chip, and Andrews would take down the chip and volley it home. A nice goal from them, but we would come back on the attack late in the game in the 85th minute, and Marsh is going to go into Moss. Moss will put through Hardigan, and Hardigan from that right center mid position comes all the way forward into the box and is able to get the goal to finish this one off. We go up 2-1 against AFC Wimbledon, and that is how this one would end. We end up beating them, and we progress to the next round of the Papa John's Trophy. Again, not a competition that I'm super concerned about, but it is nice to, progress a little bit, and we'll see how far our backup side can take us. Now we go into a game at Grimsby Town, and this is our first snow game of the year in December, and we have a snow game here. The first action would come a minute before the break off of corner, and we whip it in. Lewis gets up, and he heads it into the corner. I mean, you can't do a better header than that. I really like the corner technique where I switch to the receiver and then whip it in. I think that it works much better when you're on the receiver. And as you can see here, that is a perfect header. Hits it across goal. It bounces off the post and goes in. A really, really nice header from Lewis, and I'm hoping that, hopefully we can start getting some more production on corners from him. It'd be nice to be able to add some corner goals to our attack. We would come forward again, though, right after halftime, and Telford is able to bang this one home with his left foot into the bottom right corner. He continues to score, it seems like almost every game he is on the score sheet. And it's nice to see him get another one. He doubles our lead, up 2-0 in this one. We come forward again here. Telford this time down the left-hand side. He's going to cut inside and then play a through ball to Bennett, who takes a touch and hits a cross goal. A really tight angle. I didn't think he was going to be able to get that into the corner, but he smashes it into the side netting, and Bennett is able to add a goal to this one, get his name on the score sheet. Grimsby Town would come forward, though. They would get a consolation goal. We have nice passing here. Bennett with the heel-to-heel, a bullet pass into Green, who finishes it off. Grimsby get their consolation goal, but we would end up winning this one 3-1, so another 3 points in the league. And after that, I was looking at some contracts. I signed up everyone except Taylor and Ellison, and we're just going to let them go at the end of the season. They're not really worth anything. They're super old, and we're going to let them go to the free agents. So now we're taking a look at our top earners after re-signing everyone, and Haynes and Shepard are our top earners, our left wing back and right wing back, and I would say that it's pretty deserved. They're 2 of our highest rated players, and they've performed really, really well this year. Our wingbacks are super important to what we do on the attack, and they're both going to be great players going forward. As you can see, they're 68 and 67 rated. They're 2 of the highest players in our team. Will probably be the first 2 to reach that 70 overall mark. Now we go into a game against Southend United, a bottom of the table side. So I think they're 22nd in the league coming into this game, but they would start it off some nice passing here They're just passing around me. A lot of one-touch passing, back and forth. Good Ship's going to have it on the edge, gives it to Mellis. Mellis into Akinola, and McCormick is going to hold it up, and then they end up finishing it. A nice little move from Southend right there, and they put it in the back of the net. We would respond, though. Marsh comes forward. I've been giving him a couple more starts now instead of Labadie, since he has better potential, and he's already higher rated. We're just still waiting for him to convert to a center mid. But Bennett would play it back to Marsh here, and then we get a little lucky. They try to clear it. It goes right to Telford, and Telford with the finesse shot over the keeper. It's a great shot, not exactly in the top corner, but high enough where it got over the keeper. He's going to dance this one out with Moss and Haynes. A little lucky with the bounce, but another nice shot. We've had some really good goals so far in this episode, and I'm sure there are more to come. Southend would come back, though, in the second half. They come forward again. Some nice passing. I just couldn't. They had some good moves in this game, and they were tough to defend. Bottom of the table, but really, really tough to defend at some points. We would come back, though, again, trying to make sure that we can stay in this game, not lose to a side that's near the bottom. And Moss rockets one off the post and in to tie it up 2-2. We've come back. We were down 1-0, tied it up at 1. We were down 2-1, tied it up at 2. And Moss has the nice shot there. We would come forward again in the 85th minute. This time, we're looking for a winner. Can we get it? Haynes down this left side. He's going to look inside, pass it into Moss. Moss is going to play it out to the other side. We switch sides to Shepard, who'll drive into the box. He gets cut off, pulls it back a little bit here, looks for a pass. He finds Bennett, who finds Donnelly, and hits it on to the sub Labadie, who came on in this one for Marsh, who was low on stamina, and Labadie will put it through the keeper's legs, and we end up coming back twice against Southend United to win it 3-2. We pick up another win in the league. The next game, we're at home at the Rodney Parade against Barrow, and Barrow is third in the league. So this was a really important game right here. I was expecting a super tough match, but we were able to get started pretty early in this one, only 5 minutes in, and we're already working our way forward. Bennett again holding the ball up into Labadie, who got the start in this one, and Scrimshaw goes into Telford, this time with the right foot. It's a beautiful finesse shot into the top right corner, and we go up early on Barrow, 1-0. And I was really happy that we were able to get that early goal. I thought, this is going to be a tough game. I really want to make sure that I can really control the game and get the majority of the chances and really be able to control the tempo of the game. Still in the first half here, Scrimshaw this time bringing it forward, out to Bennett again, and Shepard's going to go down this right side. He passes it back into Bennett, and yeah, that is a worldie right there from Bennett. From the top of the box, just hits it into the top right corner. You cannot have a more perfect shot than that. We're going to look at some replays of this. It didn't have that much power. Like, it wasn't that powerful of a strike. But if you take a look at this replay, how is the keeper going to save this? It's literally in the top right corner. As you can see, I'm thrilled with that one. Giving Bennett some praise, clapping for him as he scores an absolute worldie for us in this game to double our lead. But Lewis, off this corner, was trying to get himself back into the conversation for some nice goals in this episode. He said, "Don't forget about me. I'm here. I'm going to score another header from a corner." And we go up 3-0 in this one, in a game that I thought was going to be tougher, much tougher than Southend United. Within 60 minutes, we are up 3-0 on Barrow. But Barrow would come forward again. This time they go on the attack. James plays a nice 1-2 and hits into the bottom right corner. We do concede. We give a consolation goal, and that's what I thought it was. I thought it was just going to be a consolation goal, but they come forward again. They really turned it on after that third goal, and they come forward in the 80th minute. The ball gets played out here to the left side. Lewis gets beat there, and this is just really unfortunate. James shoots it. Townsend saves it, bounces back to James, and they score again. We were able to hang on in the last 5 minutes, though, and we pick up another 3-2 win right there. Going into the last match for this episode, we are up against Leyton Orient, another good side. They're in 6th in the league, and another snow game. And not much happened in this game until about 3 minutes before the break. We play it down the left to Twamley, and Twamley's going to play it into Moss, who scoops turns around the defender and blasts it near post to put us up 1-0. I had to run a rotated side in this game because the games were just way too close together, and I couldn't play my full first team in this one. They were just way too low on stamina. But the backup team did well. Nothing, no chances until near the end of the game. Again, Moss with some nice work, a few step overs, and he plays the ball into Hardigan, who comes up with another goal, just like his first goal in this episode. That one was in the Papa John's Trophy. This one's in the league. Very similar goals coming from that right center mid position, and we are able to pick up another win, a 2-0 win against Leyton Orient. I was really happy with that performance. So after 26 games, we have a 19-point lead, 23 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss, 83 goals scored, and we are looking really, really good heading into the January transfer window. I'm going to try to see what we can do with the money that we have, see if there's some free agents maybe we can pick up, or if we can, we might just end up saving the money. But that is going to be the end of this episode, guys. If you did enjoy it, make sure to drop a like. Let me know what you think of it down in the comments, and subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys on Saturday.